4th of December. Welcome to the Daily Ninja Show. First of all, thanks for the best wishes yesterday. Very much appreciated. Okay, if you're new here, welcome aboard. This is where we go through the high risk, high return shares ETF that surround the tank. This guy, made up of our big mining companies. And we're going to go through what we use to build a portfolio around him. Okay, so the tank off 0.3% today, so still looks like he'll finish the week a little bit up. The rare earths, anyway, we'll get to them. Okay, so just having a quick look at interest rates. 1 year rates look like they're going up. 5 year, 30 year, 10 year. So obviously people thinking inflation and rising rates. So that is negative for listed property trusts. You can see there they're going to make their way down. ATech, so our tech sector, our big tech sector, not looking good. But I'll go through. There are some ASX listed tech ETFs that do look good, and we've got some little tech players that do look alright too. I'll go through them. Okay, America, so S&P 500 just sitting there. So I don't, we've got the Christmas rally, I guess, or it's a rally or just flat. Nasdaq, nothing scary. Gold price, go to a daily chart. So it's just sitting there, hanging there. Aussie dollar gold price, just sitting there, hanging there too. Again, we just got to remember with the gold mining companies, they're making like 160% profit margin on what they're selling at these levels. So if we look at the XGD, so that's how gold index. So it looks like we're going to finish the week down, but obviously not down here. So just buying opportunities. The miners ETF. So again, we're off a bit today. Good buying. GDX. So if we look at Newmont, just consolidating. Northern Star came back a bit, so the trend is still up. GDXJ, so again, I don't think it's a double top, as in that's the top. So evolutions in GDXJ. Okay, so if you didn't know, so GDXJ also has a whole bunch of our gold stocks miners in it, which is why I prefer it rather than trying to pick a winner, but I know you can pick a winner. Okay, copper, Dr. Copper, yeehaw, look at that, big green candle. So that's gone through to the wire ETF. That looks lovely. There's that flagpole. I won't add it, but yeah, looks good. So the underlying, the big holders there, so First Quantum, looks good. Anto, Southern Copper. So there, and I've also got a note if they're in XMET, looks right. Our Aussie boys that are in there, so Sandfire, BHP, lovely green candle. Capstone, so they're all in that wire ETF. And then there's the CopJ ETF, which is similar to the GDXJ. Got a whole bunch of our miners and developers. Top holdings in there, TGB, so Taseko, NGEX, Ivanhoe, Love those declining wedge breaks, beautiful. Okay, so our producers again, so A1M, so it says if they're in CopJ or not. AIS, nice. AMI, DVP, I thought it was going to consolidate. Anyway, if you bought it there, you're doing alright. That looks good. HGO, Hillgrove, so they're actually a high cost producer. I think $4.50. So if the copper price keeps going, they should get a bit more kick. That's why there's no joy there. 29M looks very nice. So they're producing developers. CVV, CNB, Carnaby, C5. Well, they're not actually a developer, but they're in CopJ. They're still drilling, really. Firefly. Hot. Ooh, it was hot chili. Hey, he's hot. KGL. PSC. And they're not a developer. They're still drilling, but they're in CopJ. Okay, so copper's good. Uranium's, so spot price just still flat. As I said, it's not really indicative of anything under 75 will get bought by the utility companies, or by Kazza. We'll get into that. So URNM, this is like one of the, I think, the last ninja. That if anyone's bought a Ninja ETF, they're ahead. They're not losing money. So once this gets above here, then no one can say they've lost money on a Ninja ETF. So this will get there. So the big holdings is Kamiko, Kazza. So what I reckon is Kazza's been buying uranium at the spot price because they have it like. Contracts at like $80 or $90 I think it is, so they can buy it down here and sell it because they're having production issues. Anyway, their share price is going up. SPUT, so it's Sprott Uranium Trust. Then we got URNJ. Okay, so yeah, everyone's a winner. Just URNM. Okay, so the big holdings in URNJ, beautiful, UEC, Dennett, oh, beautiful, NXC, Next Gen, so our boy Palladium. It'd be interesting to see if the shorts have all covered. It's pretty heavily shorted stock, the old Palladium. Boss, he hasn't woken up yet, nearly. Bannerman getting a go, and DYL, so all looking good in the uranium space. Okay, rare earths, yeah, they've got a lot of lithium in this one. So if we look back home, Linus. Yeah, as I keep saying, I don't have much short-term joy for this space, rare earths. MP, they should be higher. Trump's underwritten them, so that I still don't understand that one. And Deluca, so I mean, good long-term buying down here. There's obviously good support. Okay, lithium, so LitP, so just consolidating at the highs. The lithium price, I don't know what's going on here. This is the futures contract for battery grade, and it's gone off the chart. So PLS. It'd be great for these to come back and then have another go. 39, so Ganfeng, SQM, IGO is one of ours. If we come, some great buying opportunities, I think, if they can just come. So Liontown, I reckon picking him up around these levels once he gets like a green bar, if you're interested. And then this one here was actually told me by a subscriber, so I should give him credit, Mr. Jeff Norton. Or he just said what about, but anyway, I didn't know about it. But they're over in the Czech Republic, and just got a 360 million euro grant to pursue their lithium mine over there. Anyway, chart looks pretty good if you're interested. And for those, just drawings. So Vulcan got smashed today because they did a capital raise at $4. Apparently it funds them through. So yeah, that happens. Oil, the daily chart. So it still hasn't crashed. I got the old EVs are going to take over question again. Oil's going to crash. I don't know if I have said this before, but the Chinese are looking at, they want to have 2 billion barrels of oil in stockpile for security reasons. So that's a bit of demand. Anyway, I should go to natural gas first. So natural gas, hey, is that those Europeans whose solar and wind isn't working? Woodside, geez, he's given you a chance to buy him, I tell you. He looks good. Woodside over natural gas, so he's cheap compared to the natural gas price. So a few ETFs. So we've got the fuel. That's the Shell and Exxons. So you just buy and hold that thing. And there's a few American ones which I've shown before, which are looking good. So there's OIH. It's the oil services. So obviously something's happening because these oil service companies are getting some work. PSCE. So they're like a small cap oil and gas exploration, production, refining, pipeline. So it's a small cap oil and gas play. MLPX. So this one was actually given to me by Mr. Cricket. So they invest in midstream energy infrastructure. So it's like an APA, an ETF of APAs. And then there's XOP, which is a combo oil, natural gas, refining, distribution. That's the distribution rate. Anyway, there's some oil ones for you. Okay, other. So the nickel price is starting to had the little wipe some stops out, was it? Anyway, NIC, that's the producer in Indonesia. ARL is in Kalgoorlie. CTM, this is a Rick Rule favourite. So if you like him, he says that's a goer. Iron ore, just sideways. Fortescue still makes a bucket of money at these prices. So Rio's now got a kick from copper, so that's why he's doing good. Tin price going. I think we're in the start of a commodity boom here. MLX, that's the producer. CPN. So they got you can just look at this stuff. SKY and SRZ. Okay. What's the girlfriend doing? She's there. So we've got a daily. They're hourly. You should see the work they're doing to her. If you look at a 15-minute chart. So here's the resistance line. Bang, bang, bang. They don't want to go through that $59 mark. But there's a good battle going on. And then at this stage, we're sort of making higher lows, because I think they know once it goes through there. Anyway, we just sit and hold. Zinc breaking out. Lead. So ETP mag. So SilJ is just going to sit there until the silver price breaks out. So XMET, I think it gave people a good opportunity to buy that this week. And South 32 giddy up with the zinc and lead. Does have silver, but not enough. I think it's 5% of their revenue. Okay, so Mr. Tech. Okay, so there's a few. So there's the old semi ETF, which is an old buy. I still think the semi. So if you look at, so Nvidia is obviously the king, but I think there's going to be a bit of competition in the chip space. So you got Broadcom and Taiwan Semiconductor. So if you like that space, if you're in it, definitely hold it or potentially buy it. Robo's an old one. A whole bunch of robot companies in there. And the old D-Tech. Oh, sorry if someone bought that one. They're underwater. Anyway, if we just look at a few of the holdings in there, Palantir, so Rhine Metal, Lockheed, RTX, nice consolidation, Hanwha. So you can see they're all sort of at support. So again, if you like that space, the defense space, okay, and we'll look at our little defense boys too. So CTT, he doesn't, Mr. Pavassi, he likes to have his name shown when he gives a tip. Anyway, that does look very nice. Okay, on to our little defense boys. So is there a green arrow coming yet? Let me just get rid of those for it. Okay, so we've got the declining wedge and the break. So we're testing support. So if I was wanting to buy this, I'd want to see some green. It needs to hold this level here. So if you get some green, nice bit like that action, then I'd buy it. ELS, so that's was already a buy, so that looks fine. EOS, so sort of the same. You want to see some big green going through that 480 to be sure. Okay, and we've got some other ones in here. Harmony, got some good support here. PPL, just, I don't know, it wants to go, but keep an eye on it. PPS, if it can break through. RKT, again, keep a watch on it. Rent, RNT, so he's broken out. RZI, again, similarly, if you see some positive action there. I think it's just when Tyro has got a nice little declining channel there, so if you see a break, that would be a good buying. Alright, that's the daily wrap. If you've got a share or ETF you want to share around, let us know. So